Hello, LGBTQ plus DL men, women who secretly love us and support us. Kevin here with the video, and I'm so excited just to do this video. It's somewhat like a releasing of things that have been on like the camera roll for a really long time. Although I do want to start by saying that I am so amazed at how the divine works and how it just seems to enlighten and bring joy to the experience. And I don't know, there are times when I've seen a butterfly, and butterflies are a symbol for transformation to some spiritualists, or many spiritualists. So this, what I'm speaking about now, the divine allowed me to receive information, and there was this feeling prior to that information being received is wanting like wanting help. And a part of the journey is realizing that that is a part of receiving, is knowing that it's okay to know that you need something, and receiving from your divine team, your spirit team, whatever you may call your spirit team. And it's just amazing that of how they send messages and how you receive information. It's great, internally grateful for it. So now there's some more information that's coming through that has to be looked over and make sure that everything is going to go to plan and everything is going to be a success. Now, I'm going to be looking through my camera roll and somewhat like releasing some video, like having maybe commentary on some of the videos and saying things about certain pictures, and then deleting them afterward, so that there can be more space on this phone until there is so here we go. Well, this first part isn't really I know that hair is sticking up, okay? But the first part is definitely going to be just something funny that I like, Anyway. I also thought about that what needed to be said was that, like, some of the videos that like are up here, I guess like they were held on to, like, for the reason that, like, when you see another video that gives you like a great idea, a lot of the videos that were being saved and the photos that were being saved were kind of like and this even brings up like the thought about how I know that I didn't even like do like an explanation about that, what I was even thinking about, but it brought me to the thought that like some of the information that was saved through videos and photos was that like it was kind of like to be like a reminder that of how Spirit has allowed me to remember my path, to remember my purpose, and to remember my journey as a twin flame and things like that. And so, I don't know, it's just, some people do things in a way that is for them to like, to like say like, oh, like I told you I was right, or like to to like the purpose of it or the intention of it was something like to prove that they knew something. And I think with like being able to say something like I'm a psychic medium or something like that, then people instantly want proof and things like that. And a lot of the information was like, or some of the information was tied to being able to prove spiritual knowledge or spiritual knowing. And the purpose is bigger than just that. Like, in the end, Spirit has to say so of what happens on the journey, on the spiritual journey. And so I think now I can start a journey. Oh, and I wanted to speak about something else before I start a fast, right? I realized like also like there has to be that knowing that it's okay if allowing it to be okay that people truly don't understand your path. It's not for everybody to understand. It's meant for you to understand your path so that you can elevate and ascend spiritually with the divine knowledge that you receive. And I think that a part of this fast that'll be happening is also about not holding on to things that prove knowledge, instead allowing the knowledge to be enjoyed and allowing the things that are received to be enjoyed. So I think that this, when I saw the butterfly, I just saw the image of the butterfly again after I saw it out the window. That's what this new age or experience is bringing, like allowing it to be okay to know what you know and not holding on to the expectation that everybody is going to understand your path, and allowing the universe to be your allowing you and the universe to work together for it to be. And that's what it is. That's what the journey is about, allowing you to have a marriage within yourself of energy with yourself, the divine spirit, your spirit team, allowing that relationship to be about the relationship and not having to prove your knowing to every being, because every being has a specific path, and maybe the being that you are wanting that acceptance from, or wanting that what they call it, like when people pay when people pay homage, I guess, or they call it paying homage. You don't have to have that recognition from everybody. Allow spirit to recognize you, and that be the benefits from your experience. I mean, now we all like nice things, okay? You can experience the universe through people, through everything, through this entire life. So yeah. Not what sure what that was about. But yeah. So it's just now I'm going to be just maybe having a little commentary with videos and pictures and things like that, and so like a photo dump. But no, just kind of like a releasing of those things. Toodaloo. And also I wanted to speak about the fast that'll be happening, trying to eat the rest of the food, and well, not trying to just gorge and just eat it all fast, but somewhat releasing it and after it's eaten and stuff like that. So if it's not a lot of food, there won't be like this temptation to like not have that focus on. The focus can be on the creations that are going to be created. So maybe a fast vlog or something like that can be created. So who knows? Stay tuned in. So this first photo is a photo from November 3rd, 2020, and it was when I first got the phone. And I kind of had it saved for when, well, I didn't kind of have it saved. I continued to allow it to be there for like a reminder of when I bought my phone, and then also like just knowing that the only contact at that time that was programmed in the phone was my twin flames number. And so now I'm choosing to uh, let that photo go along with these photos that you're seeing here. Also, it was initially, I thought that some of these photos will be shared with my twin flame, and like to show some of the things that were being received intuitively, yet it is a part of his experience to experience those things for himself, and to also like receive messages, to become aware that he's receiving messages that are connected to the journey. And so what you're seeing here is um, shaman shaman era.
because the flower is very still, and teach you other things, that because stillness is only one particular signpost that we use to speak of it. So you sense the essence of the flower, which is sacred, and you can sense the essence of yourself, which is sacred, and you can somehow sense that the essence of the flower and the essence of yourself are one and the same. And that is the recognition of oneness, which is all the ancient mystics and so on have spoken about this. And that is just what you love it. Basically, that means that is what love is. You recognize yourself in the other. It doesn't have to be another human being, or it's beautiful when you recognize yourself in another human being, but you also recognize yourself in nature.
Yeah, so what you just saw on the videos, I guess you can say that taking the piece out, hold on. Ta-da! You can't really see it because the bottle tops are in the way. But what I was going to be speaking about on the video was that a lot of the information that you saw was spiritual information, and that's not all. Just kind of want to do like I guess you can say an intermission on the video. And some of the spiritual information, I'm not sure if it will allow for it to be posted for the reason of copyright. I haven't researched a lot of information about copyright. The only thing that I was thinking about was the music and how the music is used on those videos. So if this is if it is like what they call it, if it has like a copyright flag on it on the video, then I'll delete it and then re-edit it and then remove those, and then you'll just see the videos and pictures that are up there. But I'll keep this video here just in case it does, so that way this video will be seen, so y'all know like kind of what happened. So if you're seeing this video without like a video of Eckhart Tolle, pictures of Iyanla Vanzant, there was a video with Cardi B in it, a video with Kanye West in it, and a video with Mentor House. So if you don't see those videos, then that's probably more than likely what happened, and that's why it was removed. But if it's up there, then the video is good. Then we're good for the video. So yeah. Also, I had the idea. Okay, so I'm about to put like plant-based bacon on the pizza. I know y'all seen the type of pizza. It's barbecue plant-based chicken style. Yeah. So I also want to speak about like I have now I do have like photos of like, oh man, it dropped on the floor a little piece. While I was talking about it, I could have picked it up, but it doesn't have anything on it. So you saw them. Hold on. I see what they my spirit team was letting me know that somebody that I intend on like anyway, no, we're not gonna speak about that right now. Thinking about later stuff. I ideas for like tattoos, because I have like, you heard of like, some people like have a way of projecting their inner feelings onto other people, right? But, or like, you know, anyway, I have this, there was this video that spoke about how certain tattoos are entrances for like certain entities to enter your energy, right? And I have like a older tattoo that has my my name, my ex's name, and then it has for forever. And on his tattoo, it has together, and it's the infinity symbol with a heart. And right now, they're just waiting on enough cash flow to, or if somebody would like to do a cover up, you know, and we can just display the artwork. But I do have like photos of things like that, like cover ups and stuff for like tattoo ideas. And oh man, I keep dropping it. The plant-based bacon. So let me stop for a second and talk. It's not that now with my ex, right? We were planning to finalize a wedding, and that didn't happen. There was a awareness of the twin flame journey, and I actively chose my twin flames journey. It was a thought that that was the right thing to do, and I'm not saying that it was the right thing to do. I'm not saying that it was the wrong thing to do. Maybe because your twin flame is a reflection of you in the 3D experience. So it's not that, and I also started number 444. The experience is so that you are aware of the way that spirit is active in your experience. And also, it is needed to be said that that person who I'm calling like my ex-fiance at that time in 2019, there was a realization that there were unhealed things within his journey. And meeting my twin, because you've heard that twins trigger each other. They trigger you to start your healing on those inner things that you're feeling that you haven't became aware of, and they just reflect those things to you. And it can be triggering for some twin flames. It's meant to be triggering to bring out those things. And it's not even really meant to be triggering. It's triggering because you haven't accepted your truth and who you are yet. And then when you do accept it, you become aware of all of the things in the past and how they have reflected into the present moment. And then when you are who you are meant to be in the present moment, you have a greater understanding of all of those things. So with that being said, I am at a place now spiritually that I can be accepting of the things that have happened in the past, and also be forgiving for the way that I may have showed up for my ex fiance, ex-husband, because we called each other husband, although we hadn't finalized the marriage. In 2019, I decided to leave the relationship with my ex, And so now, I am grateful for what that experience taught me. And so, back to the tattoo, there isn't any malice towards him. No, if he is projecting malice, that's for him to do his healing. Okay? And however he chooses to show up is how he is choosing to show up. So now I was speaking about this tattoo. I'm wanting it to represent something different. So I have some ideas, and the butterfly was a great idea because it's transformative. You being able to transform into who you are meant to be. So yeah. And so some things I'm not necessarily I'm not going to say I'm not getting rid of them, just not going to put on the video. Okay. So there I have the plant-based pizza, and I know like plant-based stuff looks different from like, you know, regular food, but it doesn't at the same time. So yeah, we're gonna probably put this in the oven a little bit longer and put some cheese on it. And yeah, I said put some cheese on it. I meant put like some extra cheese on it, okay? So yeah, the pizza is done, and added some pizza, and I just let it sit in the oven, even though the oven's like pretty much cooled down. But yeah, the oven's pretty much cooled down. So the pizza, I cut it up a little bit and stuff. Anyway, I was here to also speak about there was a tattoo that Blac Chyna had that she got removed. And although, you know, like tattoos, they can be permanent. And this tattoo has I saw 44. And Lauren Spencer Smith Blac Chyna, and she had it removed, I think, according to the internet. Yeah, she did. And you know, tattoos are something that people put on their body to represent something that they feel is true to them. From what I know of, that's what most people get tattoos for. Now there are some people that get tattoos to get tattoos, and this is kind of like washed away. You can't even really see it, and it's not even like centered anymore. You see it's like on the side, kind of, this tattoo. And now I was also when I was speaking about twin flames, I don't joke around with my spirit team. Yet I have, well, I'm not going to say I don't joke around with my spirit team. I don't joke around about the twin flame journey with them about this, although they are aware. So it's kind of like a joke, but like twin flames should kind of come with like a red flag to other like beings of the world that are trying to date them. And the reason that is said is because it is difficult to not want your twin flame. You want them constantly because they are you, and being in union is a representation that you have successfully aligned and achieved union with your divine counterpart. And now some twin flames may Spirit is wanting me to allow you to understand that union is possible, and every twin flame journey is very different. And so your journey to discovering union for yourself is meant for you. And I'm going to say that and allow that to be what it is. But there's just this thought about how when I realized that I was a part of the twin flame community, like I was a part of the Divine Feminine Collective, and I was at that time, prior to leaving my ex-fiance in 2019, I was very open with people about being on the journey. And a lot of people had maybe had opinions or a different understanding. And even my twin flame, the masculine, wasn't very, he wasn't aware of the truth about the journey. And it is not for the Divine Feminine to force awakening, yet sometimes within the experience of the Divine Feminine, we naturally do that, and it's not intentional. Where I just think 444, we're wanting union, and that is the belief. And when we dive into that experience of divine knowledge, it can come across that way. So for Divine Feminine, we become aware that either in separation, and some Divine Feminines learn as they are with their twin. So I'm feeling some feelings in my body, and Spirit isn't wanting me to share too much. So we're going to continue going with the video, okay? This also needs to be said in clarification of what was said earlier about Divine Feminine, right? Some of you may be thinking that Divine Feminine is only like equal to that of a divine, a feminine vessel. Some energy is energy. There was this video on TikTok that also like where this guy said that in like parts of Africa, some men were known to have feminine energies within them, and they were like praised for having those feminine energies and having intimate relationships with other men to share those energies. Here's the thing. When this is a huge thought that just came up, was when you see two dogs that are mating, right? And the dog that is receiving penetration, do people have to know both genders of the dog? And even so, if the word gay wasn't a thing that needed to be existed, if it was meant for this life to be just male and female, right? How do animals that are the same it started with a G and it was right there, the same gender, know to experience each other? Like, if two male dogs decide to, do sexual acts, like, how do they just know to do that? Are there everybody, when people say that it's a choice, if it's a choice, you know, and this has been spoken about by so many people that, you know, and it just doesn't seem that that is truth for this reason. When you, and this was said on the last YouTube page, and before I speak about that, I'm also meant to speak about the fact that a twin flame will usually show up as a person that you haven't met before, a person that isn't your family member, for the reason that the experiences, it can be very intimate sexually, and the divine isn't about having the experience of like incestual relations. It's not about that. Although if your twin is sending you energy, you may experience certain energies through your family members that your twin is trying to allow you to experience. Like, for instance, if something is happening with your twin, there may be a family member that is reflecting something that your twin is also experiencing to help you on your journey. Besides that, we're speaking about, I saw this image of something like melting, because this is what this is saying is that somebody experienced a tower moment. And when this is being said, not all tower moments are like experiences of something just happening that is just really big. It's more of a deconstruction of like the way you were thinking. So maybe you were thinking that a family member was your twin flame, and that's not true, for the reason that you're going to experience your twin flame through a person that you have maybe never met, and that may be a good video to do, signs of a twin flame. Yeah, that's not like the entire purpose of this video. Anyway, I was thinking about the Jibbertaqua, and like how could an animal just know that it likes another, like how could a male animal know that it likes another male animal? Did it just choose to experience that? And if it gave such an experience, why don't y'all do things with y'all's dogs? Like, most people that don't understand it just have this way of being like, oh, them dogs gay. And it's just like, and people ask questions about, when do gay people decide that they are gay? When do straight people decide that they're straight? When people ask questions, I wonder sometimes how people don't have the knowledge to somewhat like ask themselves those questions, to see like the ignorance behind it. And even if they don't do it right in the middle of the conversation or during the conversation, like there's this wondering if they go back home and then think about what they asked. So now we're going to continue with the photos and videos. And I think that knowing this information about the family members not being your twin flame will help a lot of you. Yeah, so we're going to continue with the photos and videos. Oh, I might have to, I said that we were going to continue with the photos and videos, and that's true. But I also want to speak about this, and I might have to get my tripod so that y'all, because it's starting to get kind of dark outside. So yeah. So yeah, I also wanted to speak about, yeah, I got a tripod, ring light, you know, yeah. And so I also wanted to speak about um I was about to speak about like body image and things like that, for the reason that like I wanted to be known that this fast that's about to happen, it is not totally about like body image. It's more about being able to like know that the body is healthy. And the most recent time that there was a visit to have a screening done, the results came back that there was negative in diseases, and they did blood work in 2020, and that came back negative. They did blood work in 2021, that came back negative. Also, there hasn't been sexual intimacy with a partner of the male species. The most recent time was 2019. And so now I also seen the number 144, which can represent partnerships and things like that. And it's more of a, when I see that people are getting cosmetics and things like that done to their body, their body, and things like that, there are just some thoughts about those things. And I recently seen like a lot of the male interest that I would see on the internet, right? You may want to be, I would say this, OnlyFans is popular, and so when you're looking for a interest in another partner, a lot of times things that you would share in an intimate setting with them are already shared on that website. And there's an understanding that there has to be a level of commitment, you know, and understanding in your partner's hustle. Yet there's also like, when I thought about how there are the mug shots that y'all seen, where my photos from 2020 and 2021, the jail photos, there also has to be like this level of understanding when it comes to finding a partner. And maybe I'll speak about that more in another video, but I just kind of wanted to speak about it here and say that, you know, I don't have like, you know, it's like, you know what I'm saying? I can't be showing y'all like, you know, like, I'm not like fat. You know what I'm saying? So, I know, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I hope y'all can show that on, I hope they can show that on YouTube. That's not bad. But I'm showing y'all because, you know, it's about like being open. And I also didn't want to like, structure having a relationship or intimate relationship off of like body image. And I seen 444 again. I saw that there was a celebrity that spoke about body image, and I truly think that he is very handsome, and what he has had cosmetics done, and then when I look at the cosmetics that he's had done, and there's not like judgment on those things, it's just there's this thought about if a person truly is accepting of who you are, then those things will be accepted of you. Yet there's this thing about people who are in these public spaces, or who are seen publicly, have the idea that they have to look good for those appearances. And it's not a false thing. It's not something that is not true. Yet it just seems that we can be naturally beautiful and be accepted for our natural ways of being, and have people that truly accept who you are as you are. And if they don't, then but I do want to speak about that in another video, because I had some things about like cosmetics that I thought about getting done, and I'll maybe speak about that in another video. So yeah. Alright, so the first part of the video is already at a long, like, it's lengthy already, so I'm going to try to see if this will save so it can be uploaded, and then there will probably be multiple videos, maybe, depending on the space that is like on the phone. So tune in.